In Arkansas, a woman who's believed to be the oldest person living on the planet is celebrating a birthday this morning, and there are an unbelievable amount of candles on her cake. As Mark Strassman reports, she has enjoyed an extraordinarily long life.
Mary Thompson was born in the Old South. So long ago, her parents were once slaves. So long ago that today, she celebrates a birthday in her 3rd century. So long ago, she is now probably the oldest person alive. Today, Mary Thompson turns 119.
Her spot. No one else is in this spot but her.
Few people have ever been in her spot, and the tributes keep pouring in.
We put scrapbooks together for her, and there's at least 30 states in here that are acknowledged, that have sent her cards.
Mary, come here, hon. How are you doing?
Pat Peacock first met Mary a lifetime ago.
Do you know you're still pretty?
It was half a lifetime ago for Mary.
You never thought that she was old. You never thought about her being old. Just, she had the beautiful skin and that gorgeous smile and just spunk.
Mary was born in 1882. Chester Arthur was a household name, then President of the United States, all 38 of them. John D. Rockefeller was the Bill Gates of the era, wealthy beyond belief, and in 1882, organizer of America's first monopoly, Standard Oil. Most of that world is long gone, yet Mary is still here. Mark Twain could have written Mary's early life story. Born on a Mississippi plantation, she arrived here in Arkansas as a child by crossing the Mississippi River on a raft. This was during the 1890s. Mark Twain was still alive. She was married at least twice, never had kids. For many years, she lived in this one-room cabin while she worked as a domestic and a nanny. Pat Peacock's nanny.
Do you know who that little girl is?
I see.
You see it?
I see.
Who do you think it is?
Good.
It's a little girl. Do you know that little girl is me? That's when you used to spank me all the time. She was a great little lady. A great example for anybody in the United States right now. We could all wish that we could be raised by someone great like her.
In the last few years, poor circulation cost Mary both her legs, but her health is otherwise remarkable. She's partial to Juicy Fruit gum and Crown Royal whiskey. But residents and staff here have come to know the sting of her unhappiness. When she's not pleased, this fly swatter speaks for her.
But if she says no, it's no. And if, you know, if it's something they may have to go do, then the fly swatter will come out. It does. And they're going to know that, so they're prepared for it. And I admire her. That's what kept her going, her spunk.
Now ready?
For the Early Show, Mark Strassman, CBS News, DeWitt, Arkansas.
Wouldn't want to be on the other end of that fly swatter. Juicy fruit and whiskey. You go, girl. Though the Social Security Administration, though, gets this, acknowledges that this is Mary's birthday. You won't find her, though, in the Guinness Book of World Records. Her birth certificate was lost in a fire a few years ago, so she doesn't get to be in the book. Mark, that doesn't seem fair.
It doesn't seem fair. And here's Matt.
All right, Willard, thank you. Stick around. You're going to like this next story. A woman believed to be the world's oldest person will celebrate yet another birthday today. NBC's Bob Vaugh paid a visit to the woman simply known as Mama Mary.
Move over, Methuselah. Make way for Mary Thompson. Still feisty, still sharp. Though when she was born 119 years ago, Chester Arthur was president, Russia still had a czar, and the automobile, airplane, and movies hadn't even been invented.
Normally she's quiet, but get in her way, and she rules the roost here.
At the Crest Park Retirement Home in DeWitt, Arkansas, the resident they call Mama Mary doesn't talk a lot or get around much anymore. Instead, she spends most days watching TV alongside 4 finches she adores, armed with a fly swatter, which she uses on any poor soul who happens to get in her way.
On the way?
Here, she's treated like the other 80 residents. Well, almost.
I bought you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
The doting staff also lets her chew gum. She is never, ever without her Juicy Fruit. Staffers also let her take an occasional nip of whiskey. Mama Mary prefers Crown Royal.
She just feels like she's pretty well the Mother Superior. She is.
Born to parents who were slaves, she was married 3 times, had no children. Poor circulation cost her both legs. She is hard of hearing, has no teeth, almost no hair, But vanity? Did we mention Mama Mary never goes anywhere without a bonnet?
She still looks for boyfriends. She told me yesterday Mama needed a wig because she had to get a man.
That's right, a man, which is why Mary Thompson ended up here.
She had a boyfriend in another nursing home in Arkansas, and he moved to DeWitt, so she moved here to be close to him.
And she was at that point how old?
113.
You got some birthday cards.
6 years later, birthday cards have been pouring in from around the country.
Age is but a chance to count your many blessings.
Best wishes, along with dollar bills.
You buy gum with that money?
Come on.
For caregivers here, Mary Thompson is a joy.
She's double, she's triple, she's
Just triple almost.
yeah, your age.
Right.
And yet there's a bond there.
Well, you can't help but love her.
For residents, average age late 70s, she's an inspiration.
119.
119.
That's great, isn't it?
Can you imagine having 118 birthdays?
No, I can't.
Which raises a ticklish question we put to someone who's a mere 91 years old.
What's a suitable birthday present for somebody who's 119?
We had to settle for the next best thing.
All right, we brought you a present. That's for you.
The chewing gum and
Chewing gum, your favorite.
As much chewing gum as she could cram into her pocketbook.
float.
And that adult beverage,
Gin.
Mama Mary likes to sip.
Is it strong?
It's very strong. It's very good.
This particular visit, Mama Mary knew she couldn't look a gift horse in the mouth.
You give me a kiss, okay? Thank you very much.
Not that she was altogether happy about it.
I had to kiss him.
Ruling the roost at age 119. How old would you be, Satchel Paige once asked, if you didn't know how old you was? Mary Thompson does know, and it doesn't matter.
Celebrating your 119th birthday.
For today, Bob Faw, NBC News, DeWitt, Arkansas.
Enjoy.
And from all of us here at Today, a happy birthday to Mama Mary.